It has changed my life coming to the pregnancy center and taking the classes here. Every single one that I've taken has been absolutely amazing. But I think my favorite so far has been parenting without shame. And because I think that topic and that lesson is just applicable in so many ways, like for every single person, because shame is something that we all deal with, you know? So I can remember as a kid growing up with shame. And as a mother, not wanting to continue that cycle. Sorry. Not wanting to continue the cycle of shame. So that course in particular stood out to me the most because it was so powerful and it addressed so many things that I dealt with, but also things that I did to my kids too. And it was like, I mean, it really changed everything for me.
When people first come to the center, they're not sure exactly what we are. Is it going to cost them money? Are you going to report me? Who else is going to know I'm here? We want them to know that this is a confidential, loving, caring place that they can come and they can feel like they can share all of their heart and life stories with us.
It's an amazing opportunity that God gives us to be a part of these clients' lives in this season of their lives, and we don't take that for granted.
The lessons themselves are really powerful, but every advocate I've ever met with has been as equally as impactful and just, you know, pouring life into me.
We never know what we're going to walk into in the client care room and who the Lord chooses for us to minister to that day.
We have girls that come through that are not certain if they want to keep their pregnancy. They're not certain if they want to parent. They're not certain if they might choose adoption, but we're able to offer loving, caring, compassionate help and hope.
We want to make sure that if they have needs that can be met, we can meet those needs.
He allowed me to come to the center and meet some wonderful ladies, and with God's help and provision, they helped save my life and my baby's life.
Our motto here is tangible help and spiritual hope. And those are the two things that we really believe that the Lord has directed us in, because we like to look at the demographic of our community. What is the greatest need up here? What is the age group? What are the problems that people suffer the most in a single parenting and also in relationships? So I want to give you a little tour of the center to take you through and let you see exactly what we do on a daily basis. So as you come through the doors, you're introduced into a lovely waiting room where you can come and sit and wait till someone comes to greet you, and they take you back into an advocate room, and we do an intake to try to get a little information about you and see what your biggest need is for now. The first stop is the client room, where you go in and you find out who you're going to be working with and what topics that might help you the most, and just to help you navigate through a season of life that you might be struggling with.
I had a great opportunity to minister to a young single mom who was pregnant. She was about to give birth the week after that we first met. One of the important things that we went over with her was we taught her what a healthy relationship looks like. We were able to share with her concepts about marriage and family. Lots of seeds were planted during our time with her, and I do trust that the Lord will use those in a mighty way. The Lord will use what we accomplished in the client care room with her for His unique purposes.
About a year ago, I had the privilege of speaking to a young woman on the phone. She said that she was 4 weeks pregnant and in an abusive relationship. She said that she scheduled an appointment to have an abortion in order to flee that relationship. However, a day before the appointment, she visited her mom and shared her plan. Her mom explained the mental and emotional pain that she still experiences today because of her past choice. She begged her daughter to cancel that appointment, and it brings me great joy to share that she listened to her mom. She canceled the appointment and called us. She chose life, and we got to cheer her on throughout her entire pregnancy. She did flee from her abuser. She has a beautiful and healthy baby boy to this day, and she's still a client.
We also offer post-abortion counseling. We know that this is a struggle for many who have had abortions, who have taken the chemical pill, who have been deciding who can I talk to, who can I share my story with, because it is a very difficult thing to have to go through an abortion. We have trained advocates that can work with you and help you understand God's forgiveness and hope for the future. We also offer over 600 classes through Bright Course or in-office lessons that we can share with you that range from everything from parenting, infancy, childbirth, relationships, life skills, finances.
Through Bright Course, our clients can take classes here at the Pregnancy Center or at home.
They're statistically, scientifically based. They're supported with spiritual applications, and there's over 600 of those topics available for us to just plug and play.
Not only do you learn practical education, you also learn God's education.
This client, he was drawn here like many of our clients. He realized he needed some assistance with some parenting techniques. He had a 4-year-old son. He was an eager learner. He worked really hard. He took all the suggestions home. He worked very hard with his son, and in 3 or 4 weeks, he was seeing some significant improvement. And about 6 weeks in, he's just somewhat out of the blue. He says, "Doug, you know, I've messed up so much in my life. You can't even believe it." And when he'd finished his story, I said, "So are you forgiven?" And he said, "Well, I hope so." And I said, "Well, hope so won't cut it." I said, "You need to know so." So we went to the story that Paul shares starting in Romans 7 about verse 15 and goes through Romans 8:4. And as we shared those verses, he was impacted by the Holy Spirit, and he put his faith in the Lord that day.
Another resource that we offer here at the center is we have books on just about every topic that you could imagine that a person might go through in life, literally A to Z. Those are biblical small pamphlets that we can share, whether you're suffering from addiction, verbal abuse, stress, financial problems. We have everything you could possibly imagine that might pertain to your season of life. We have 2 different stores here. We have the Mommy store for pregnant moms, and then we have the Angel Babies boutique store. After you take your classes, you get to go into the Mommy store. The Mommy store is just pregnant moms that get to pick out a diaper bag, and every time they come and take a class, they start filling their diaper bag with 2 or 3 items on each visit. At the end of 9 months, they've given themselves a baby shower, and they've gotten all the things that they need that they have earned. So as they collect their baby bucks, as they keep coming back and building a relationship, which is really the most important thing, building a relationship with each person. They get to take their baby bucks or their mommy bucks into the Angel Babies boutique and shop for everything that you might need.
You don't have to pull out your checkbook or your debit card. You use your mommy bucks, and that is an extremely huge blessing.
Here in the boutique, we serve our clients that are a part of the Pregnancy Center, but we also serve the community because we are open to the public so anyone can come and shop. We offer clothing sizes 0 to around a 7-8, diapers and wipes, toys, books, baby gear, formula, and so much more. We also have a free section in our store to the front of our store where we also have diapers, free formula, free baby food, baby cereal, and some items from the hospital.
So we're very thankful that the Lord has made provision for us to offer this as a sweet, caring place for moms and dads in the community to come.
If a young lady walks in and she's expecting, I like to ask questions, get to know her, and make sure she knows that when she comes here, she has the opportunity to take classes here, to earn baby bucks. She can take our classes in person or online and shop in the boutique for free. We are so thankful for the ongoing support from churches and our community that are so gracious to donate items to the boutique so that we can then bless others.
The Pregnancy Center and Resource Center that we have here, it's not just for moms that are pregnant, it's for families. And we are developing a new vision to see how we can best help parents through this season of parenting. Everything here is free and confidential. We're supported by churches, donations, individuals, non-government grants, and our fundraiser every year, the banquet.
Not having to think about the financial burden of making purchases for a newborn really blessed me. I'm so glad that God allowed me to find the Pregnancy Center.
If you have any question about what's going on at the Pregnancy Center, I would highly encourage you to call, inquire about any course or topic that you have a question about, because there's great reward that comes from it.
We're here at every stage of parenting, at every stage of pregnancy and beyond. And we want to offer you the hope that we believe that Jesus Christ can offer you as you put your trust in Him. Thank you for joining me on this tour of the Pregnancy Center, and I hope that you'll come by and visit us. We would love to show you around and get to know you.